Maya had always been invisible in the chaos of West Ridge High. She walked with her books hugged tightly to her chest, eyes down, voice barely above a whisper. Students passed her in the hallways like she was part of the wallpaper, never sparing a second glance, except for the bullies. And today, the leader of those bullies, Blake Turner, the star quarterback with a cruel streak, had noticed her. For the wrong reason. Blake and his crew, Tyler, Zane, and Brooke, had been spiraling out of control for weeks. No teacher could tame them, and the school's administration turned a blind eye, blinded by Blake's trophies and Tyler's connections. They thrived on targeting the weak. And Maya, with her silence and baggy clothes, was the perfect prey. But what no one knew was this: Maya wasn't weak. She was trained. Since she was 7, her father, a former military combat instructor, had taught her Krav Maga and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Every evening after school, while the others partied or posted on social media, Maya trained in silence. Her strength wasn't loud. It was disciplined. Controlled. Hidden. That morning started like any other. Maya walked into the hallway between second and third period. Her locker jammed again, and as she tried to tug it open, she felt the atmosphere shift. Laughter. Whispering. Then silence, too silent. She turned. Blake was standing a foot away. "What's up, ghost girl?" he sneered. Maya didn't respond. "I said," he reached out and slammed the locker shut, startling her. Tyler recorded with his phone. Brooke giggled. And then it happened. Blake raised his hand and slapped Maya across the face. Hard. The sound echoed in the hallway like a whip crack. Students nearby froze. One girl gasped. That slap was more than a violation of space or skin. It was a trigger. The pain wasn't just physical, it reached deep into a part of Maya she kept locked away. Her father's voice echoed in her mind. "You never start the fight. But if they attack, you finish it." Time slowed. Blake laughed, turning to his friends, expecting her to cry. Instead, Maya dropped her bag. In a blur, she pivoted, stepped in, grabbed his arm with both hands in a move Blake didn't even register, until he heard the sound. Snap. A scream burst from Blake's mouth. His elbow bent the wrong way. He collapsed onto the floor, howling, cradling his arm like it was on fire. Tyler dropped his phone in shock. Brooke screamed. Zane took a step back. Maya stood over him, breathing steady. Her eyes weren't scared anymore, they were calm. Dead calm. Trained calm. Students backed away. Some stared in awe. Others began recording. "Don't ever touch me again," she said, her voice ice. And then, like fate was mocking Blake, a teacher turned the corner. Mr. Callahan, history teacher. He froze at the scene, Blake on the floor, wailing, Maya standing over him, the rest of the hallway in stunned silence. "What happened here?" he demanded. Tyler scrambled for words. She broke his arm. Mr. Callahan turned to Maya. "Is that true?" Maya simply looked down and whispered, "He hit me first." And with those words, everything began to spiral. The school called her parents. The nurse took Blake away. Security was called. But something strange began happening behind the scenes. Students, including those who'd never spoken to Maya, came forward with video evidence. Tyler's phone video leaked online. Within hours, the footage went viral on TikTok and Instagram. Hashtag Justice for Maya began trending locally. Comment sections flooded with support. Even students from other schools chimed in, cheering her courage. But the administration wasn't so easy to convince. They called it excessive force. They considered suspension. The local news got involved. Reporters started circling. But Maya's father, a decorated veteran, stood firm. He held a press conference and spoke boldly, "My daughter was attacked. She defended herself. She did what I trained her to do." Behind closed doors, parents began calling the school. Some thanked Maya for standing up. Others blamed her. The school was split in half. And through it all, Maya sat quietly in her room, processing everything. But what no one expected was what happened next. because Blake. He wasn't done. And Chapter 2 would change everything.